morning. Today, what I want to do is talk to you guys about like bravery and courage. And I want to start by telling you a story. My brother-in-law owns a construction company. He does pretty much everything, but a lot of the focus is on outdoor stuff. He does roofs and siding and stuff that's way up high. So for years, he's been asking me to come work with him and give him a hand. And I just never did because I'm terrified of heights, right? So long story short, eventually I decided, okay, I'm going to go give him a hand. So I get out of the boom and I get up on the roof and I'm walking like this, right? Like super slow because I'm so scared. And just being scared and vulnerable, to be completely honest with you, makes me uncomfortable. So I got angry, right? And I'm like, man, I'm up here feeling like a punk. And he said, why are you feeling like a punk? Actually, it was another word, but I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, so I'm just going to stick with the word punk, right? And he said, that's not being a punk. The punk's at home doing nothing. At least you're up here trying. Now, I really don't think that my brother-in-law was trying to be, deep or anything like that. I don't think he was trying to say anything super special, but that's how it came out. And later on, I started thinking about it and I'm like, yeah, courage isn't necessarily having zero fear. Having courage or being brave is being afraid of something, but still going through with it, So that's what I want to tell you guys, that it's okay to be scared. It's okay to have fear of something. Like if you want to apply for a job and you're scared that you're not going to get it, or you want to try something new in life, but you're scared, it's okay to be scared. But then you have to move to the next level and be brave. I think that's the point of this video. Is I want you guys to know that in life, you're going to come across things that you're just not completely comfortable with. And sometimes you're a little bit afraid, right? But that it's okay to be afraid. Just, sack up and do it, right? So if you're scared of heights, go for it. If you're scared of, failing in life, do it. If you're afraid to talk to a camera, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys now, right? Eventually, what I would like to do is just set up cameras on the job sites and talk to you guys completely comfortable, show you some of the stuff that I'm doing, do some how-to videos, some interactions with me and other guys. Like that for me is like the ultimate goal, I think. So every day I work with these characters, right? And when I say the word characters, I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean I think they're super charismatic and I think it would make entertaining YouTube. So that's kind of my plan. But as of now, where am I? Again, I'm up early, my family's sleeping, and I'm down in the basement making videos. Just because at this point, I don't have the courage to go out in public, and record. So this is something that I'm working on. I've at least got to the point right now where I can at least talk to the camera, because for years I've tried to make videos, and so, I'd come up with an idea of what I wanted to talk about, and then I'd hit record. And sometimes I'd go through it with my wife and I'd say, okay, this is what I want to talk about. I want to blah, 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 right? And then I'd hit record and I'd go in front of the camera and I'd go, what's up, YouTube? And then I would just freeze up, right? And as you guys can see through my editing, there's a million times that I still lose track of my thoughts and I'm not completely comfortable with speaking, but I'm at least working on it, right? And I think every day that I talk to you, I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable, right? Every time I turn on the camera, I'm trying to visualize like a person that I wanna talk to. And so that's one of the things that I'm dealing with, one of the fears that I'm dealing with, as well as heights. Because now, and don't get me wrong, if my brother-in-law sees this, he's probably gonna go, wait a second, you haven't conquered your fear of heights. And I haven't conquered my fear of heights. But every time I go up on that roof now, I get more and more comfortable. And even though I'm still scared, I'm facing my fears, right? So that's the message of the day for you. Hopefully you got a little something out of my story. I think a lot of times if you hear somebody else say it, like you might think in your head like, oh, I'm scared of something. But if everybody else around you just appears to be so brave, if they're able to put this brave face on, you're not going to understand that that guy's scared of this and this guy's scared of that. You think I'm the only one that has any fear. And if you are fearless, awesome, then there's other stuff for you to work on. But for you guys that are scared of heights, of, commitment, of taking a chance in life, I think this is a great opportunity for you to understand that other people have fear too, but we're going to get through it, right? All right, take care. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.